Hi, everyone. Welcome to our home and our discussion about our emotional guidance system. Roger and I are going to be discussing what our thoughts are really on emotional guidance. I'm Lou Urban. I'm a transformational coach and an energy worker. In my energy work, I concentrate primarily on clearing energy blockages for people. And my co-host is...
Hi, I'm Roger Dawson. I am a certified Law of Attraction life coach focusing on success and abundance. I'm also a Law of Attraction practitioner and a hypnotherapist. And my specialty really is on helping you define whatever success is for you, whether that be relationships, in your career, buying a home, your abundance, your family, just truly trying to define whatever success is for you. Lee, I'll turn it back over to you.
Okay. Today, like I said, we were going to talk about our emotional guidance system. And I think that the place that maybe I'll start with is what people think that emotions really are. That there's some judgment about there's lower level emotions or negative emotions versus higher level emotions, positive emotions, and how that what we've been taught through our life by society is really inaccurate. Roger, would you agree?
Just a little, yes.
Okay. And how would you agree or disagree?
Well, let me ask you a question being a coach. So Lou, tell me, how are you feeling today?
I'm actually feeling pretty fabulous.
Well, I really was hoping you were going to say you felt crappy because what's going on?
Okay, I feel crappy.
So that's actually a good indication. However you feel is what you feel. And certainly if you're feeling fabulous today, so that means you probably are in alignment with your maker, your divine, your source, your God, goddess, and all that is. But quite frankly, I think so many people are afraid to say, I really, I'm just not digging it today. It's a Monday, right? Actually, today's Wednesday, but and I think people are afraid to say, I really just am not here, and that's okay because, well, why aren't you there? What's got you disconnected from that high feeling of love and ecstasy and happiness?
Yeah,
That's the thing.
absolutely.
I think people are afraid to go after and ask those questions. So.
Yes, absolutely. And a lot of times it's people define their emotions, their reaction to their external space is really what's going on there. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why it's interesting. By chance, did you watch the evening news today?
I did not. I don't watch the news regularly.
I don't either. I will tell you because I think that, it's so easy to see something that's less than pleasant on the news.
Yes.
That could possibly weigh down my emotion from the happy love state that we're really put on this planet to be.
Absolutely. It's our natural state of being is a state of joy and happiness. And I think it's our interpretation of what's going on externally to us that dictates if we go into that lower level feeling.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm going to get to that lower level feeling. It's interesting because there's so many levels that you can kind of go through just, and even in the course of a day, in the course of an hour, if you really, I'm a leader at a corporation. And so I have a pretty good sized team, and it's interesting to watch people start their day and go through their emotional scale. And I tell you, they probably hit every single, if there's a 10-point scale, if for those of you that track the Abraham Hicks teachings.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, I see people hit all 10 levels consistently, and depending on their level of stress, often it's those scales that are at the bottom, one being I'm ready to end my life. 10 means I'm in total love and happiness. But the folks that I see them, they hover around the 5 to 3 range, except for Fridays, right?
Absolutely.
And I see them in the 7, and the closer it gets to 5 o'clock, they get to the 10 range, and it's interesting that people kind of do that, and I'm aware of it. I just wonder if they are aware of it, and within, as a coach, I try to ask those questions without really going down that path. For those that pick up on it, I'm happy to offer some guidance and some things to help them raise their emotional guidance, you know?
Yeah. So, Roger, are you saying that people are they're not mindful about where they're at? You know, if we really do, from my perspective, we have a choice in what we feel. You know, based on whatever's going on internally or externally, we can choose how we feel about it. And so, are you saying that there's a lot of people who are not in that space of choosing, that they are not aware of that potential to choose? Is that what you're telling me?
That is what, yes, because
Okay.
people love people, including, well, I think everybody has some kind of a victim martyr element to their being. And I think
Oh,
that
absolutely.
the world does to people. And actually what, you know, I've learned on my journey of spirituality and understanding the universal laws and who I am, I know I create my reality. So for me, being where I'm at, and I have that weird wonky feeling where I'm not at the upper scale of happy, I think, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Oh, I'm out of alignment. So, you know, I can course correct, much like a missile would, right? Trying to hit its target. My target's happy. And I think that most people don't even realize, because, you know, I work in support. So customers do things to us. Well, you know, customers do things when you answer the phone and say, oh, hello. You know, if you greet them with confidence and with an uplifting smile, even in the worst of situations, they'll have a level of respect for you, and you'll progress, you know, them on their happy path, if you will, because it's contagious, just like the Pharrell song "Happy," right?
Absolutely. Yeah. How often are you that it's happened that, for me at least, it's happened quite a few times where I've been walking and I have a smile on my face and I meet somebody who's got a frown and they can't help but smile. It automatically, we affect each other's vibration, our level of happiness, by being happy.
So let me ask you this, because your smile is contagious. You do have a blast on these Wednesday calls. We really do. And but you know, what do you do when you run into that person that, while you've smiled, and maybe you've seen them a dozen times, and sometimes they smile back, but today they're on their way?
Uh-huh.
How does that impact your mood? And do you do anything about that?
Sure. I think that really what I was talking about before, those external things that happen to us, we have a choice. We have to make a conscious choice of whether or not we're going to let that in. So in that circumstance where that person isn't smiling, I probably have a thought of, wow, that person's probably having a bad day. I'm having a great day. I choose not to let it in.
Yeah.
I choose to keep my vibration, my emotions high. Now, I'm not saying that I don't have those down times. Everybody does. But I honor them, feel them, let them pass, and then I pick myself back up to that higher level.
Right. You know, and something that I want to share to anyone listening to this is that it's taken me years to get where I'm at. And
Absolutely.
So let me tell you, if you look at the person, you're like, oh, that person's just a turkey anyway. Oh, just love and honor yourself and get back to happy. Get back. The goal is to really get back to happy as soon as you are taken off course.
Absolutely.
You know, and because I'll tell you, years. So I don't want to paint this like, and for me, some days have been challenging to get there, and other days have been pretty easy. So
yes, we all have our stuff. We all do. And
I love my stuff.
it's how we choose to perceive it and how we honor those emotions and let them pass, because a lot of times that judgment about those lower level emotions, I mean, okay, I'm a road rage person. I admit I'm a road rage person. That is not a place that I like to be. I don't like to be in traffic. But I try to feel it. I try to let it pass. Instead of remaining in that. And I stopped trying to judge that experience as a negative. that's really, I think, part of the key here is that our emotional guidance system is really just an indication of whether or not we're in a space where we want to be or not. And what's considered those lower level or negative emotions by society, all that is that's a red flag. Hello, change something. Hello. And if we can change our perception or our experience, then we're going to automatically raise our vibration. Excuse me.
Yes. Something that you've said, at least 3 or 4 times in our conversation so far is judge or judgment. We don't judge, and thank you for bringing that out, because that person that is at a point where they want to end their life, or that person that is just so happy that you're just like, oh, please, therein lies a judgment.
Absolutely.
Right. And, I believe that you should never lower yourself to where a person's at, but you should honor where they're at, because we don't walk in their shoes.
Yes.
And if they're open to it, you can offer a couple of tricks to maybe, raise their emotional guidance system to the next thing. And you certainly can't go from end of life to, gold bars falling in your lap. You're so happy. I think that the judgment thing even within our society can do a lot of things. I think about people on food stamps and how that sometimes can weigh on them. And then there's people too that will feel like they deserve, or there's all of this controversy around that. Oh my gosh, love and honor it, and just be grateful.
Yes.
That I'm where I'm at.
Absolutely.
And there's somebody, at a higher vibration than me, they're thinking, they're probably at a higher level than you or I. I would guess they may not be, but they could be, right? And so there's this evolution, and that's why there's always enough of emotions and everything to go around, that we're all someplace that we should just take care of us.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and if I'm understanding you correctly, what I just heard you say is that the emotions, it isn't about trying to judge the emotion that's there. It's about honoring whatever that emotion is.
Right.
Not running away from any emotions. I think that we all want to live in a space of joy. We do. And it's a path in order to be able to get there.
Well, and I can say it 2 ways, and I'll say it the first way, and then I'll say it a Roger way. So you want to kind of embrace whatever you're feeling, whether it be happy or sad, whatever the is, or everything
Absolutely.
in between. I'm feeling kind of mediocre today, but you just want to kind of, okay, well, this is where I'm at. Is that where I want to be? Yes, no. It's a yes, no answer. And if it's yes, then stay there. That's okay. Yes. So you're going to be in that mediocre mood today. If it's no, what can you do to change that? The Roger way of saying it is, I like to look at my emotions or things that occur to me like looking the tiger in the eye.
Oh,
right?
Good analogy. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes.
So, and so, one of the emotions is fear, right? Mm-hmm. That as coaches, we talk about a lot. Lord knows Roger has his fear issues. And whenever I've realized where I was at and that wasn't good enough, and I say, no, I want something more, I'm thinking, well, how am I going to get past, go to more and get out of this fear state? I look it in the tiger's eye. And, and for me, I've learned to do this love and light trick. Not everybody will be there for that. But if you certainly will say, hey, here I am. What one little grain of sand can I do to kind of get me out of that? For public speaking, maybe it's just raising your hand in the audience first. That's a good place to start. For some people, maybe it's just showing up in the audience. For me, it's not getting on stage and having a conversation with people.
So are you saying, Roger, that the emotions, that our emotions are only there to inform us about where we're at, and we have a choice in what we do with it?
Yes, that is true. And transformational coach Lou, I'm so glad I know, seriously, that is so awesome, because transformation is all about it's a whole bunch of decisions that you can stay
Absolutely.
rooted in wherever you're at emotionally, how you feel, or you can choose to stay there. You can choose to go backwards too, or to
Yes.
become more angry or frustrated or whatever, or you can choose to take some kind of action to get on with the situation. It's kind of like when couples have an argument. There's usually one that will choose, to go over. Healthy relationships where both people kind of understand how us human beings work will kind of get there together because they're have this energetic vibe going on, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing you as a transformational coach bring to the table is that you get that it's about decisions and frankly, some people just want to be however they are. And there's no amount of talking that a coach or a parent or a sibling or whatever can do to change that. And so got to move on.
Absolutely. The change really happens when a person wants to. And if they don't want to change, that's fine. That's their choice.
Yeah.
It's all about choice. Everything in life is a choice.
It is, and the person that wants to change, but you ever heard that? I want to change, but I can't.
Oh. So
Yeah.
what's stopping you? That's my favorite question. What's stopping you? And there's a lot of pointing to external things.
Yeah, because
when it comes right down to it, it's all internal.
I am stopping me. I'm stopping me.
My perception.
If I just would have known that 30 years ago, oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
But the thing is I'm happy that we can share this today with anybody who might vibe with this because it really is true. I mean, it all starts with us, and I think our indicator of whatever our desires, wants, and dreams are, and how we feel about that, or in the having of that, is going to drive the manifestation. And thank God we have these things called feelings. When we cry and somebody's hurt our feelings, or you stub your toe and you're like, darn it. Well, I might say something more. But that's an indication of where we are connected to what our desires are. So when we're have that sucker punch of an emotion that strikes us, and we're wanting to get the promotion at work, and you just made some big mistake at work, and so that could possibly change the decision. There's lessons in that to learn, right?
Exactly.
And the first thing is to start. Oh my gosh, I did this. I certainly did. Lord, how did I do that? Let me. I always like to say, love it up a little bit. People may not get that, but certainly let me just acknowledge what occurred.
Yeah.
And then own it.
Absolutely.
And as you start to own it and tell your story, you feel better. I remember as a little child, I was a really pretty good kid. I had a mouth on me, but I would get in trouble.
I can't imagine that, Roger.
Oh, I know. I would say something or whatever, and what have you. And as I would start to own the fact that I did what my parents perceived was the wrong behavior, as I was telling the story, I instantly felt better. Even if I may have gotten in trouble, I could feel the energetic release within my core being. Did you have something like that happen as a child as well?
Yeah, I kind of have similar experiences. I was a child that didn't always follow the rules.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I was the oldest and tested the waters, tested the limits. My parents did not always appreciate my testing the limits. And so, yes, I understand that there's always that inner conflict between how we're appearing with other people and how we want to be ourselves. And so that sometimes does create emotions too that are not necessarily positive. Yeah. So is that I'll go to the transformational coach thing again. Is that an opportunity for us to look at what it is within us that wants to please other people?
Yes.
I think that's one of the biggest things, that we have emotions that are created because of what we want, how we want to appear in the world, and changing our perception around them, or our honoring that emotion through determining, getting greater clarity about what it is that we really want, how we really want to appear in the world, helps us to release that emotion.
Yeah. Agree 100%. And as you were saying that, something was delivered from somewhere.
Source.
Yeah. I thought I want to share that if everybody's done the Myers-Briggs, and there's a ton of those things out there, and they're really some good scientific stuff.
Absolutely.
And when you answer them from where you are at in your day.
Yes.
And so I would encourage anybody listening to the next one of those you have, or if you can just remember to do it, or go, there's plenty of online courses too, to kind of learn more about you. Answer it from that emotional state where you're at. Answer it with feelings and from inside, and slow down and really think about, how does this question make me feel, and what is the answer?
Yes.
It would really open up maybe some ahas for people on that, because I've done so many of those things, and you're like, oh yeah, geez, it's another one. But there's something to learn in all of those, and the more and more I've learned about the universal laws and all of the things we're talking about, it's interesting to look back at the past exams. Sometimes it's the Myers-Briggs I've had 3 times. They're dynamically different. Now, I have done a lot of inner work, so that's some of it. But it's interesting because now when I go into this, I go more to my touchy-feely side.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny, I might be touchy-feely. I'm not a big crier unless there's music involved.
Sure.
And it is tears of joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that would be my thing. I would definitely think about, as you go through your day, or you do these tests, or you're getting ready for that big meeting, where are you at? How do you feel? How would you describe your feeling? Is that the feeling you want to have as you go through the next thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no. If it's yes, okay, then stay there.
Great.
You could be pumped and ready to go and ready to drive the meeting. It could be no. Maybe you're feeling lack of confidence. So, and then what can you do? Well, you start with, oh God, I really am feeling, I have a lack of confidence. Well, I put all this together. I have all this experience, and you kind of start just kind of looking for the things that you got. I'm here standing. I'm not 6 feet under. Whatever that is. And you will kind of get yourself ready for that next thing, because you made the decision that you want to be in a better feeling place.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more, that it's the being mindful about what your emotions are. And then if you're not liking where you're at, feeling that emotion, releasing it, and choosing where you want to be.
Yes. It sounds simple.
I know it's not always hard. It's not always easy to get there. Sometimes it's really hard to get there, but
it is, and so I would really, I think to start any of this stuff is just to be mindful. Lou, you said it early on in this conversation. It is just to become aware of how you're feeling and why maybe you think you might be feeling that. Even if you think it's somebody else that isn't going to cause you that, that's fine. Just honor that. It is what it is. And if that's what you think, in time, you'll dig into why you created that.
Exactly. Yeah. And as you were talking about the different tools that are out there for the analysis tools about a person, something came up for me that is kind of a lighthearted movie that if people want to know more about emotions and they've never seen the Pixar film Inside Out, I highly recommend that. That was such an awesome movie, for me at least. So
cool. Sounds great. I've not seen it, so I can't recommend it, but I may have to check that out.
It is an awesome movie. Pixar did a great job with it. But anyway, so Roger, anything else you want to say about emotional guidance?
For now, I'm complete.
I think I am too. So we'll probably sign off. If you want to know anything more about Roger, he does have a website, rogerkdawson.com. I know he would welcome talking to you if you want to interact with him.
Yes, and my dear friend Lou, who I treasure, we have many wonderful conversations.
Absolutely.
I've been a customer. She rocks it on removing the energetic blockages. But listen, Lou has a website as well, and I highly recommend you check her out. It's louurban.com.
So from the two of us, thank you for joining us.
Yes,
Have
guys.
a fabulous day.
Bye-bye.